We're having a reignition of the old London derby, but just for the day. It's red versus green. In this case, blue versus orange. In a scintillating encounter, which is sure to excite and entice as Park look ahead to their new season and Ealing look towards Premiership ambitions. Experience has been replaced with youth in the front. Paul Doran-Jones and Stuart Maguire in for Kieran Traynor and Nick Lovell. James Freeman also gets his first start at the Rock, while captain Hugo Ellis makes his return to the Park 15. In the backs, Gash forms in a former partnership with Lound today, while Henry Cheeseman and Nick Scott hope to bring the partnership they formed at Richmond and use it at the Rock here today. Mike Benji Marfo, top scorer for Park last season, is on the bench, and there are returns to the bench of Rory Walton and James Brooks, son of course of the legendary Tony Brooks. They come into the bench. And another maul comes in, and another drive from Ealing. But our Park trying to force them out on the wing. Goodness me, it's great. Once again, Park trying to impose themselves, but it is a try for Ealing. And the man coming out with the ball, getting the congratulations. And most of their had the most tries in the first 20 minutes, 34, more than anybody else in the championship last year. But they've certainly done it again. They continue this fast movement forward. And it's a try. And just like that, this Ealing side showing perhaps the difference perhaps in pace of the game from that one to championship level. Nathan Fowles to kick it. You can see Monroe there, but it's a bit of a collision there between Arthur Ellis and what looked like Greg Lound. And they give it once again to Ealing. There's a break here. And he goes all the way. Well, one mistake can cost you dearly against championship sides, and that's what Nathan Fowles found. Was Arthur Ellis collided with Greg Lound. It gave him the space. And Ealing, with just like that, are 3 tries to the good. Right, try and spread this one out. He slips round the back, and there's the captain, Rayn Smid, who finishes off a slick move, you have to argue, for the visitors. And they make it 4 tries before the half hour, just siving through the gaps in the Rosslyn Park defence and using their physicality to get through. Havard. There's another break here. Oh, and he's managed to go all the way through there, Howard. Pat Howard just colliding and bustling and bursting his way through. And he finds a 5th try. There's an injury at the back here for Willis by the looks of it. He's going to try and get back into it. Gash coming out to the left wing. He found inside there from Holland. And he's going to go through for Park's first try of the day with 2 minutes to go. And that's what Craig Holland did last season. That's why he was the top scorer last season. It goes a long way back, and it goes all the way back to Craig Hampson, I believe that is. But here comes a maul from Ealing. They keep trying to drive forward. Jack Barnard trying to get in the way of it. The ball is back to back there with Alun Walker, and they're still going here. They're probably going to go over, and there it is. And after about 15 minutes, Ealing get back on the board again. Oh, there's a big break here already, and straight from the restart. It's a big run for Cordy Redden. He's trying to bound 2 tackles. He's got support from Alun Walker. Alun Walker's going for a hat-trick here. He tries to get around Monroe. Oh, it's so close there, and Ealing going to move this one very quickly. It's replacement. I see Craig Hampson. And it moves out again. They've got options here, but it's Nathan Fowles who goes over for his 2nd try of the game, and for Ealing's 7th try of the game. And just like that, a lapse in concentration from Park, not moving quickly enough at the restarts. And that's what happens when you go against a side like this. But here he is back in action now as Ealing try to get through the gap here. We're very close there. It's coming out to number 20. He's going to try and get over the line, which he does. And Park just unable to cope at this late stage with the fast movement out the scrum. And great to see Paul Skip watching in Malaga. Thanks very much, Dan. It must be a lot nicer than it's just become right here. very jealous of you out there. You might just lose a little bit here as we go behind the picture. And that is Sam Dickinson going over for another try. Ealing just charging forward in these last few minutes into the Rayn, into Park's defence, but over the top goes Shingler, and there goes Cordy Haddon for another try here, and that must be Curtis. We have, as we said before, it was a London derby for a day, and it's Ealing that come away with it, the championship title promotion. We wish them the best. As for Park, a lot to learn from a day like this. Their hardest pre-season game. As they go into the Nat 1 season next week, we'll see what happens see what can be built on, what can be improved, and more importantly, what can give them more of a winning edge as they come to the Rock again next week.